And spring is in the air. Spring is springing all around us. Thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful, possibly still very cold Sunday for another episode of my weekly countdown show, 7 on Sunday. My name is John, and today I'm here to inspire the hell out of you. I'm going to be giving you 7 motivating, peaceful, serene, and joyous songs for the season of spring. The goal this week was to put together an episode that featured 7 songs that do have different degrees of exuberance, something that will bring out a positive side to you. Even if this song might have some darker lyrics, these are still songs that I feel are uplifting, motivating, and just will put you in a good mood for this upcoming warmer season. Thank you for the love and support you've been showing to this series 7 on Sunday in 2019. Please drop a like on the video. It helps YouTube know to promote me more in the algorithm when there's more interaction with the video. And of course, if you haven't done so already, you happen to be new in town, then hit that subscribe button because we talk about music every week for the love of music. Time to bust down the door to happiness and find our way into springtime. This episode of 7 on Sunday starts now. Throwback to the good old days when Rihanna used to drop an album nearly every single year. This cut is a single that was released in 2011 from her 2010 album Loud, and Cheers, Drink to That samples Avril Lavigne in a very cool way. It's the track I'm With You originally in the yeah that you hear stuttered and repeated. I know Rihanna doesn't write her own material, and that mainly comes from the producer's idea to do that, but she honestly sounds great flowing with this, and it's more of a pop rock affair on this one. I would say it's just a loose song that maybe gets you ready for a night out. Maybe you're gonna spend some time with friends, perhaps have some drinks, or if you're underage, then you're drinking Capri Sun. This song for me was always such a chill, refreshing wave. When it came to mainstream radio at the time, I felt like we were being inundated with so much like dance and club stuff, and that was all well and good to a degree, but Cheers, Drink to That stands out and just says, hey, cheers to the weekend, let's get this party started, but we're not gonna go too crazy. Here comes the sun, I say, it's alright. You're one demented son of a gun if you can't get a smile going for Here Comes the Sun by the Beatles. This classic track from Abbey Road is magical to me. It was very special from a young age because my mom would sing this to me when I was a kid. Still in the crib, there's videos of her singing to me, and she was a music teacher, and this was one of the first songs that I learned to play on the piano. It's something that comes to life with a very serene, very calming verse, and the way that it leads into that little chorus. It's so simple, but it sticks with you for a lifetime. Another thing to love about this is that George Harrison gets the sunlight shining on him here because this is a track written by him, performed by him, and I really feel like his vocals are just gentle and subdued enough to come across maybe like you're singing a lullaby to a child, but also like you're welcoming a season. All of the winter has been hiding away all of the growth, all of the green, but here comes the sun, or maybe here comes some positivity back into my life. This song can turn your day around, put it on after a long day at school or work, and I guarantee you'll at least crack a smile. Number 5, Our Own House by Mr. Wives. This is an interesting indie pop band that do have a brilliance of color about them. They're just always shining and radiating something, some sort of light and positivity, and I like that. Even when the songs feel a bit darker, there's still a confident message under them, but this song, Our Own House, is actually a bright song in and of itself. This is talking about self-reliance, seeing something through. We built our own house, we did this, we accomplished this together, and don't let anybody else take credit for your work. This is something that I find to be so motivating, and the music is just so upbeat. It's just so cheerful that you can't shrug it off and say, that was just, it was whatever. They sell you on it with that angle that absolutely has to be nailed. You can tell when somebody's being fake and they're fake smiling at you. This feels genuine. Easily earning a position at number 4 is the alternative rock band Coldplay and their single Every Teardrop is a Waterfall. This is a very uplifting tune, something that feels carefree. You put on your headphones and you step into the zone. I don't know why I just quoted a Weezer track there, but I did. This is one of those rare songs that works by repeating verses. It takes the first verse and then says it again for the second verse as they eventually build towards this climax of synthesizers, guitars, a great guitar solo on this track that really just feels like a rainbow exploding. By the time Chris Martin and company are singing, "It was a waterfall," you've already melted into this Skittle rainbow version of yourself that's ready to chant along, ready to see Coldplay in concert, or perhaps in a more simple term, you're ready to take on the day. Put on those headphones and get going. Every teardrop is a waterfall, but let's make the best out of everything that's going on in life. This might sound like an odd pick for a list of songs that are about springtime and welcoming in a new season and trying to find happiness through music and motivating ourselves, but at number 3 I selected It Ends Tonight by the All American Rejects. This is a classic track from them and their album Move Along that came out in 2005, and I find it inspiring because it starts off as a piano ballad. It maybe sees somebody down and out, maybe perhaps oppressed at first, whether that be a relationship, something in the workplace, something at school. You're feeling like you can't succeed, but eventually you say, "This ends tonight." There's an explosion of pianos, guitars, drums, and the final act of this song is therapeutic in many ways. It's really just like a weight off your shoulders, and you're just like hearing those sparks come to life. And I love the music video for this as well because you see all of the fireworks going off and everybody is letting go. I feel like that's the perfect representation. Tie those old feelings that were holding you back, send them up into the sky on a firework, and watch them explode and dissipate.
Let's get this started, girl. We're moving up, it's been a lot to change, but you always get what you want.
Clocking in near the top of the list at number 2 are the Irish alt-rock band Two Door Cinema Club and their track Something Good Can Work. Tourist History was the name of the album that this was lifted from. It was a very successful album and single. It dominated in the UK and even crossed over to find some success in the United States. This is a song that I did discover in 2010, and I was feeling a little bit down and out. It was my first year of college, and this is something that just grabbed me alongside even What You Know and other tracks from this record, and I found it to be a beacon of hope in many ways. It was just a joyous feeling. The guitars are so effervescent here, you really hone in on those, and maybe one lesson you're paying attention to the guitars, and the next time you're just singing along to the lyrics. And the chorus, it's like a tongue twister, but it moves so quickly that you just want to move to the music, and it lifts your mood no matter what. Something good can work. Focus on the title there. Something good can work even in the darkest and most dire of situations. Despite everything falling apart around you, it may seem that way. Maybe there's some light hidden deep under all of those layers, and you can see this was a learning experience for me. This was a good thing deep down. Even if I didn't want this to happen, I'm going to make the best of the scenario. Something good can work. Focus in on that, listen to this song, and tell me it didn't do something for you. Dear gods of music, thank you so much for this enlightening experience from a band called The Maine and their track Same Suit, Different Tie. Oh my good God, I feel this song in my soul. I feel this song in my bones. This is a track that I come back to time and time again on the worst of days or on the best of days to lift myself even higher. This song, Same Suit, Different Tie, talks about finding contentment in the little things. And that's what I loved about American Candy in general. They wrote about topics that weren't just the cliched relationship bullshit over and over again. Sure, it was at times worked in, but my God, the storytelling from John O'Callaghan and The Maine was on the next level on tracks like Same Suit, Different Tie. That rhythmic guitar that just feels like a drive down the Pacific Coast Highway out in California, mixed together with the lyrics that are talking about hand-me-down clothes and dressing to the nines but not having to spend that cash. It is the antithesis of everything that says you need to be wearing Gucci, you need to be wearing this, or else you don't matter. This says you matter no matter what, whether you're going thrifting or if you're wearing the most popular of brands. Wear what makes you feel good. Wear the confidence on you and wear a smile while you're doing so. If we try to put all of our stock and faith into money, into material things, and not just friendships and other things that are much better in life and more important, then we will fall apart at some point. And this song is just a great carefree reminder of all of that stuff. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this week's episode of 7 on Sunday. Please drop a like on the video while you're here and subscribe to the channel for the love of music. We talk about music every single week in the form of 7 on Sunday, album reviews, top 10s, discography rankings, and much more. Kudos to all of my Patreon supporters out there. I want to give you a special shout out alongside my $50 a month patrons, Eric and Max. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much to everybody who has subscribed and just watches the videos in general. I appreciate you as well. See a couple of recent videos right here. Socials in the description, and I'll see you soon for more right here on ARTV.